Welcome to Neighbourhood with MGM Properties. Here we are at Archie Rose, which is a boutique distillery located in the Saporium Food Centre, let's call it that, here in the heart of Rosebery. We're going to go inside, have a chat with Will, and let's see what he's got to say. Here I am with the founder of Archie Rose, Will Edwards. Will, thank you so much for coming on Neighbourhood with MGM Properties. How did you get the idea of setting up a distillery in the heart of Rosebery?
Well, the distillery was an idea of mine for a number of years. I always played around with little barrels at home and did a lot of homebrew.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't something that I thought was commercially viable because at the time there were very few distilleries in Australia. Like New York, we've got a great bar scene, great craft brewers, and an incredible history in spirits and distilling, with the city being built on rum.
Excellent.
It's crazy that no one's making local spirits here. So that was really the catalyst. But it's a great area and an area that's changed, a huge amount over the past sort of 5 and 10 years.
Yep. We're located here in the Saporium, which is a great magnet for a lot of people. A lot of people coming here weekends and weeknights. Will, where did the name Archie Rose come from?
The name, it came from looking back at Sydney's distilling history. So, we didn't want to make it cliched Australiana sort of feel, but we did want to try and bring a bit of that history back to what we're doing here.
Yep.
So we stumbled across this anecdote of cooperatives that would get together to make spirit back in the day.
Okay.
Almost certainly illegally. And because the penalties for illegal distillation were so severe, they used to use generic names to refer to some of the members.
Yep.
And Archie was a name that popped up in the story.
Okay.
And we were chatting about, bringing a bit of that history back to Rosebery and the Archie story back to Rosebery, and
Yes.
Archie Rose came together.
Will, apart from a great venue to come in and have a great drink, what else do you offer?
We do a lot of classes. We try and let people, as I said, get their hands dirty with spirits production as much as possible. So we do things like blend your own gin classes. So you can actually come in and then, have a gin and tonic, have a tour of the distillery, and then play with the pure botanical distillates that we use.
To get the flavour right.
Yeah, and then create your own gin. So
Okay.
if you really like a citrus-led gin, you can go heavy on the lemon myrtle and blood lime, spice, the cassia bark and angelica root, and then you go home with 2 little flasks, which is pretty good. One's usually excellent, one's usually mixed, the first attempt.
Will, I've heard about custom bottles. Tell me about these tailored bottles you do for clients.
Yeah, so the tailored spirits was something that I'd always wanted to do, obviously make my own spirits, but at the time no one was offering it, so we had to build the distillery. It's a bit easier now, so you can go online and actually play with the botanical distillates that we have access to,
Yep.
design your own flavour profile, and then we'll make that down to a single bottle scale, and you'll end up with your own bottle of gin or vodka or cask of whiskey with your name on it.
With your own name on it. Will, exactly the same in real estate. When it comes to dealing with what people are looking for, people have different needs. We make sure we place them in what they want. We find them what they want, whether they're an owner looking to buy to upsize, something a bit bigger, something a bit smaller, whether it's a tenant that needs to be close to a particular school, close to transport for their work. It's exactly the same in real estate. Well, Will, thank you so much for being on Neighbourhood with MGM Properties. Gives us a great insight into a great little business that's down here. Thank you so much. Actually, isn't it time for a drink?
I think so.
Okay. Alex. Well, how about that? That was a great place here at Archie Rose. Make sure you come and have a visit. Meanwhile, thanks for watching Neighbourhood with MGM Properties.